final installment of Guitar Number 1, Beginner Basics and Beyond. Let's jump right in and learn your first 5 songs. There's 3 levels for each song, starting out with a very easy introduction and building upon everything that you've learned so far. If you lose your space or need to jump to another section, there is a content menu and timeline in the written description of this lesson. If you would like a copy of the full-length DVD, they are available in stores and online, or you can order directly from my company website, www.mjspublications.com. The first song we are going to learn is a descending bass line song. This song follows the notes starting with D on the 4th string open, to the 5th string 3rd fret C, 2nd fret B, and 5th string open A. In place of these individual notes, we will play chords that follow the descending pattern. So in place of the D note, we will start with a D chord. In place of the C note, we will play the C add 9 chord that we learned in the previous section. In place of the B note, we will play a partial G chord. This is also called a G/B chord, since the lowest note is B on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Notice the 6th string is not used. Finally, the last chord is a D/A, which means we will play the D chord and add the 5th string open A note to it. We'll hold each chord for 4 beats, playing at a tempo of 70 BPM. The country song uses chords we have already learned, starting with G to C, switch back to the G, then to D. For level 1, we'll play alternating bass lines, giving the song a traditional country feel. Holding the G chord, play the 6th string 3rd fret G note for the 1 count. Then strum the remaining chord notes on strings 5 through 1 for count 2. Alternate to the 5th string 2nd fret B note for count 3, then strum the remaining chord for count 4. In the second measure, we see a repeat symbol. This simply instructs us to repeat the previous measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the C chord, picking the 5th string bass note, then strum strings 4 through 1, alternate to the 4th string bass note, then strum, and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch back to the G for 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then change to the D chord, picking the open 4th string bass note, strum the chord notes, strings 3, 2, and 1, then alternate to the open 5th string bass note, then strum, and repeat the D chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repeat the whole song. Here's the country song level 1 with a tempo of 70 BPM. For the rock song, I'll be using an Epiphone Futura Custom Effects featuring active EMG pickups. These pickups, combined with a hard rock amp setting, give us a great rock tone. The rock song introduces power chords. A basic power chord uses only 2 notes. To play an open E5 power chord, start with the 6th string open, along with the 5th string 2nd fret, and strum both strings. Power chords are movable chord shapes. From E5, you can move everything up 1 fret to play an F5. Place your index finger on the 6th string 1st fret, along with your ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, and strum both strings. Move the shape up 1 more fret, and you have an F-sharp 5 power chord. Up 1 more fret, and you have the G5 power chord, 6th string 3rd fret, along with the 5th string 5th fret. You can also move these power chord shapes to different strings. The open A5 is just like an open E5, just played on the 5th and 4th string. Move up 1 fret, and you have B flat 5. Move the open shape to the 4th and 3rd strings, and you have a D5 power chord. Up 1 fret, and you have an E flat 5. The rock song starts out very simple, using only 3 power chords. Start with the open E5 for the first 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is G5 with the index finger on the 6th string 3rd fret and ring finger on the 5th string 5th fret for 1 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we move it up 2 frets for an A5, 6th string 5th fret and 5th string 7th fret for 1 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repeat the whole song. Here's the rock song at 90 BPM. To enhance the rock song, we will add pedal tones after each power chord. Play each chord for a half note, counts 1 and 2, then play open 6th string pedal tones. The rhythm introduces 8th notes. 8th notes require us to divide each beat into 2 pulses. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, we count 8th notes as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For the rock song, the pedal tones come in the middle of the measure for counts 3 and 4 and. Repeat the E5 rhythm, playing the chord for counts 1, 2, then pedal tones on 3 and 4 and. Move up to the 3rd fret for the G5, 1, 2, then open pedal tones, 3 and 4 and. Up to the 5th fret for the A5, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, then repeat the song. Here's a practice run with a tempo of 90 BPM. The shuffle song expands upon our power chords. Starting with an A5, the 5th string is open, and add the 4th string 2nd fret with the index finger. Strum both strings, and while holding the 4th string 2nd fret with the index finger, play the 4th string 4th fret with the ring finger. Strum, and you have an A6 power chord. The 3rd chord chart shows both the A5 and A6, showing that the chord will alternate between fretted notes. By going back and forth between the A5 and A6 power chord, we can play a traditional shuffle rhythm. To start, we are going to add a single pedal tone between each chord. Play A5, open A pedal tone, A6, pedal tone, back to A5, pedal, A6, pedal. Repeat this rhythm, then switch to the D5, D6 rhythm. Same fingers, but move down to the 4th string open with the 3rd string 2nd fret for D5, open 4th string pedal, then 3rd string 4th fret for the D6. Play for 2 measures, then return to the A5 rhythm. The count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After repeating the A rhythm, move everything up 1 string to the E rhythm. Same fingerings, but the bass note is the open E string. Here's the shuffle song at a slow tempo of 80 BPM. The blues song will use the open E5 power chord, 6th string open with the 5th string 2nd fret. Move it all down 1 string for the open A5 power chord, 5th string open, 4th string 2nd fret. Move it up 2 frets and you have the B5 power chord, 5th string 2nd fret and 4th string 4th fret. For the blues rhythm, we see a bracket with a number 3 in the center. This bracket overshadows a quarter note and an 8th note and combines them into 1 full beat. The number 3 tells us that this beat is counted as a triplet. So instead of counting quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, or instead of counting 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we now divide each beat into 3 pulses. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. To play the blues rhythm, start with the 5th string open for counts 1 and, then the 6th string 3rd fret for the a count. 1 and a. Again, 1 and a. To complete the rhythm, play an E5 power chord and let it ring out for the rest of the measure. Altogether, we have 1 and a, 2, 3, 4. To start the blues song, the E rhythm is repeated 4 times. 1 and a, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1 and a, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a, 2, 3, 4, and a 4th time. 1 and a, 2, 3, 4. Next, we change to an A triplet rhythm. Just move everything down 1 string. 1 and a, 2, 3, 4. Repeat the A rhythm. The 4th string is open to the 5th string 3rd fret to the A5 power chord. Then back up 1 string to the E rhythm for 2 measures. 1 and a, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a, 2, 3, 4. To end the blues song, we play a turnaround which gives the rhythm a different feel. Start with a B rhythm, 4th string 2nd fret, then open with a triplet rhythm. 1 and a, then a B5 power chord. 2, 3, 4. Switch to the A rhythm. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. Then end on the E rhythm for 2 measures. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. Let's play the blues song at 60 BPM. For level 2 of our descending bassline song, we will apply a half quarter-quarter rhythm. Strum D on 1, hold for 2, strum 3, 4. Switch to C add 9 for 1, 2, 3, 4. G/B, 1, 2, 3, 4. To D/A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's loop it at 80 BPM. Now, let's take the same rhythm, but instead of strumming the full chord, we will arpeggiate some of the notes. Starting with D, strum on 1, hold for 2, pick the first string chord note for the 3 count, pick the second string chord note for the 4 count. Switch to C add 9 and apply the same rhythm pattern. Strum for 1, hold for 2, pick the first string on 3, pick the second string on 4. Switch to G/B, 1, 2, 3, 4, D/A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is at 80 BPM. Level 2 of the country song has a strumming eighth notes. Starting with the G chord, pick the 6th string 3rd fret bass note for beat 1, then strum the remaining chord with 8th notes for counts 2 and. Pick the 5th string 2nd fret bass note for the 3 count, then strum 8th notes for counts 4 and. Then repeat the G rhythm. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Switch to C, applying the same bass notes as level 1, but for level 2, we will strum 8th notes. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Back to the G rhythm for 2 measures. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and end on D. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Then repeat the song. Here it is at 75 BPM. For this next section, we are going to add the palm mute technique to the pedal tones. The palm mute is achieved by resting the edge of your picking hand against the string you are picking. This gives the note a percussive or drum-like quality. You can adjust the amount of mute by moving your hand position. For a heavy rock sound, place your palm as close to the bridge as possible. Here it is with a tempo of 90 BPM. To pick up the pace, we are going to shorten the duration of the chord and add more palm muted pedal tones. Play each chord as a quarter note for the 1 count. Then come in with pedal tones on 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, remembering to palm mute each pedal tone. Switch to the G5, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, then A5. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Here it is with the tempo. Another popular technique for rock guitar is the harmonic. Harmonics are achieved by lightly touching the string directly above a desired fret. For the rock song, we are adding 5th fret harmonics. Just lightly touch the 5th string just above the 5th fret and pick that string. After you play the harmonic, you can pull your hand away from the string. If you push down on the string, or if you touch the string in another location, the harmonic will be silenced. The most common harmonics can be found on the 5th fret, 7th fret, and up to the 12th fret. You can also experiment and find more harmonics by moving your hand to different locations on the string. For the rock song, play up to the A5 power chord, play a single open 6-string pedal tone, then 5th fret harmonics on strings 5, 4, 3, 4. The rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, allowing the harmonics to ring out before repeating the whole song. All right, let's do it with a tempo of 90 BPM. For level 2 of the shuffle song, we are adding another chord type. We have the A5, 5th string open with the 4th string 2nd fret, the A6 by adding the ring finger to the 4th string 4th fret. Now add the pinky to the 4th string 5th fret, and you have an A7 variation. Then back to the A6. This is played with 8th notes by adding an open 5th string pedal tone after each chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're also adding the palm mute to this rhythm. Just lay the edge of your picking hand lightly on top of the strings you are playing. Move everything down one string and you have the D rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat the D rhythm, then move back up to the A rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat a measure, then move everything up to the E rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat the E rhythm, then repeat the whole song starting with A. Here's the shuffle song at 90 BPM. For level 2 of the blues song, the triplet rhythm remains the same, but instead of letting each power chord ring out, we will strum the chord on counts 2, 3, and 4. For example, the E rhythm would be 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. Although it isn't written in the sheet music, you can also accent each chord by muting the strings after you strum. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2, 3, 4. Here it is at 60 BPM. For level 3 of the descending bass line song, we will arpeggiate each chord using quarter notes. Start on the lowest note of each chord and pick out the rest of the chord. For D, pick strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. For the remaining chords, pick strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. And keep a steady quarter note rhythm, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is at 90 BPM. This final rhythm has us combining eighth notes and quarter notes. An eighth note divides a beat into 2 pulses. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, we now count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Start out holding the D chord and picking strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, then 3. Apply the rhythm 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Switch to C add 9. Start picking on the 5th string and apply the same rhythm. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Next is G/B. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. For the ending, play D/A, picking strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. The last note is a half note, so the rhythm is 1, 2 and 3, 4. Here it is looped at 90 BPM. Start by holding a G chord for level 3 of the country song. Pick the 6th string 3rd fret G note for the 1 count. Then strum strings 4 through 1 with 8th notes for counts 2 and. On the 3 count, lift your index finger, exposing the open 5th string. Pick the string, then hammer your index finger back down to the 2nd fret. This is called a hammer-on technique. If you hammer your finger hard enough, you will produce the 2nd fret note without having to pick the string. Hammer-ons can be applied to open strings, or you can fret a note and hammer to higher notes on the same string. So for our country song, we play the bass note, strum 8th notes, 5th string open, hammer to 2, and then strum the chord one more time for the 4 count. Altogether, the count is 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Switch to the C chord, playing the 5th string 3rd fret bass note, then strum strings 3, 2, and 1 for 8th notes. Lift your middle finger and play the 4th string open, then hammer your middle finger back to the 4th string's 2nd fret. Then end with a strum. The count is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Back to the G rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Then switch to the D, open 4th string bass note. Strum on counts 2 and, open 5th string bass note. Then strum on counts 4 and. The second measure of the D rhythm introduces a turnaround that walks us back up to the G chord. Start on the 4th string D note, then switch to the 6th string open E, first finger, 1st fret F note, second finger, 2nd fret F sharp. All 4 notes are played with quarter note rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we repeat the song, starting with the G chord. So the turnaround gives us a smooth transition from D to the G rhythm. Here's level 3 with the tempo. To enhance the E5 power chord, we are now adding the 4th string 2nd fret. This is an octave E, which gives the power chord a fuller tone. You can also bar the 5th and 4th string across the 2nd fret with your 1st finger. If you move the chord shape down 1 string, you have an A5 power chord. 5th string open, 4th string 2nd fret, and 3rd string 2nd fret. When you move to the open 4th string D5, the shape is held a little different. The octave D is held 1 fret higher on the 2nd string. So play the 4th string open, 3rd string 2nd fret, and the middle finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. If you move this shape up the fretboard, like the E flat 5 for example, use your index finger on the 4th string 1st fret, play the 3rd string 3rd fret with the ring finger, and 2nd string 4th fret with the pinky. For level 3 of the rock song, we start with an extended E5 power chord on the 1 count. Then we are playing a traditional rock guitar riff, starting with the 6th string open to the 6th string 3rd fret with the middle finger, switch to the 5th string open, 2nd fret with the index finger, open again, then back to the 6th string 3rd fret. The count is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. For the second measure, play the E5, then 6th string open, 3, to the 5th string open, 2, open. The count is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Move up to the G5, playing an extended power chord by adding the pinky to the 4th string 5th fret. The rock riff is 6th string open, 3rd, to 5th string open, 3, open. Move up to the extended A5 power chord, 6th string 5th fret, 5th string 7th fret, and 4th string 7th fret. The rock riff is 6th string open, 5, to 5th string open, 5, open. Altogether, we'll play it at 90 BPM. To accent the rock song, we are adding a rest to the second count. A rest is simply a period of silence. Here we are playing each power chord with eighth notes for counts 1 and. Then mute the strings to produce a rest for the 2 count. You can do this by laying your playing hand across the strings, or you could lay the edge of your picking hand across the strings to prevent any notes from ringing out. The rock riff is also a little different for this section. In the first measure, play the 5th string open, 2nd fret, open, to the 6th string 3rd fret. In the second measure, play only the 5th string notes, open, 2, open. Move up to G5, open 3, open, to A5, rest, open 5, open. All right, let's play it with our tempo. The next rhythm has us playing a lot more between each chord. If you look at the first note chart, we see that the A shuffle rhythm involves the 5th string open, 3rd fret, 4th fret, to the 4th string 2nd fret, 4th, and 5th. In the sheet music, we see that we are starting with an A5 power chord. Next, play pedal tones on the 5th string open, 3rd fret with the middle finger, then 4th fret with the ring finger. Play the A5 again, then pedal tones on the 5th string open, to 4th string 4th fret with the ring finger, then 5th fret with the pinky. Repeat the A shuffle rhythm, then move the entire structure down 1 string to play the D shuffle rhythm. D5, 4th string open, 3rd fret, 4th fret, D5, 4th string open, to the 3rd string, 4, then 5, and repeat. Then back to the A shuffle rhythm. Move everything up 1 string for the E shuffle rhythm. E5, open, 3, 4, E5, open, 5th string 4th fret, then 5th. Repeat the E shuffle rhythm. Then repeat the full song starting with A. Here it is with a tempo of 90 BPM. To complete the shuffle song, we are going to add hammer-ons to the fretted notes. For example, the A shuffle rhythm starts with an A5, 5th string open, 3 hammer to 4, A5, 5th string open, 4th string 4, hammer to 5. Repeat the rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then move the entire structure down 1 string for the D shuffle rhythm. The frets and fingers stay the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Back to the A rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then up one string to the E shuffle rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then repeat the whole song. Here's the completed shuffle song at 90 BPM. Level 3 of the blues song uses a straight triplet rhythm. Start out with the same walk down from the 5th string open to the 6th string 3rd fret for counts 1 and a. Then play the E5 power chord, but instead of strumming for quarter notes, we are now going to use the triplet rhythm by holding the chord for 2 and add an open E pedal tone for a. Repeat 3 and a, repeat 4 and a. Then repeat the whole measure. 1 and, a 2 and, a 3 and, a 4 and, a 1 and, a 2 and, a 3 and, a 4 and, a. Apply this triplet rhythm to the whole blues song. Here's the final version of our blues song at 60 BPM. That's a wrap. Congratulations on your accomplishments as a brand new guitarist. Be sure to check out my other books and videos. For a full list, just visit mjspublications.com.